Welcome to the Coming Home to Joy Business Podcast. My name is Tina Joy Cochran, and I am going to be your host for this podcast. I am excited to be sharing episode number 1 with you. This has been a long time coming. I am very, very grateful for the opportunity to be able to share what is on my heart to share and to join you in your journey to come home to joy through growing a business you can love for a lifetime. What I'd like to do in this initial episode is to share with you my story, why we're doing a podcast rather than having open webinars and a lot of different materials for you. And then I want to talk a little bit about joy, what it is, why this podcast is called Coming Home to Joy and not how to grow a business, marketing, sales, all of that type of thing. I also want to talk about how joy connects to business and then what to do next. My plan with this podcast, particularly in these training and coaching episodes, is to give you some actionable items for things that you can do that will help you bring more joy into your business, grow your business, and just build that business that you will love for the rest of your life. Before we jump into all of the training and coaching content, some of you may have never heard of Tina Joy Cochran, and who is this crazy coach who has decided to do a Coming Home to Joy podcast and is in my ear right now. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story. I am a business coach, a published author. I have been coaching for about 15 years now. I have a master's degree in human resource development and a bachelor's degree in finance. Spent 30 years or so in corporate, and something I've discovered recently is I've been doing marketing for probably since the 80s and have always had a heart for business and business growth. What I have grown into through my own business journey is I've gone from coaching in weight loss to coaching in life coaching to business coaching to now I am running a business community for women called Golden Heartland. And you can find out more about Golden Heartland and contact me directly at goldenheartland.com if you are interested in that. The Golden Heartland community is a coaching, training, business community where we come together and cheer for each other, support each other, challenge each other, grow together, celebrate how we get to use the things that God has given us and the skills and gifts and the things that we create to earn living so that we can have a lifestyle that really supports who we are. As I said, I am a published author. My first book was entitled Coming Home to Joy, hence the name of this podcast. Coming Home to Joy is my journey, my personal journey with the Lord and my experiences around that and what it's like to go from struggling and broken and wanting to die and battling depression to a place of joy. I'm also the published author of a devotional called 30 Days to Joy, that you can find both of those on Amazon. So why a podcast? Over the 15 years that I've been in business, I've done a lot of different content type stuff. I've written blogs, I've written books, I've done speaking engagements, I've done live training workshops, I've done virtual training workshops, I've done virtual challenges, I have a YouTube channel, all of these different types of things. But it wasn't until recently that podcast came into my world. And the reason I'm moving into a podcast, and the reason I launched this podcast is what I discovered was the people that God called me to serve, the women who are busy, women like me who live I live on 14 acres in Nevada, Missouri, which is just north of Joplin in the center of the country in the United States. And often I'm very busy or I am out and about and I want to connect with business skills or I want to connect with inspirational topics. And having a podcast allows me to do the things that I'm called to do, even something as simple as making sure I get my steps in every day in a way that I can still keep moving forward and learn at the same time. And that's what this podcast is for. It's for you to have a chance to put a business coach in your pocket. My job is to walk along with you and give you that sense of I'm not alone and there is somebody out there who understands me and who can help me with business stuff. So I encourage you to go to goldenheartland.com and send me a message about what you're struggling with, what you're thinking about, and what questions you might have so that we can address them in this podcast. So who is this podcast for? It is for you. It is for women who follow Jesus. It is for women who want to live a rural lifestyle. It is for anyone who is trying to build a business around the things that they're going to do anyway. For example, if you are someone who is a creative and you have been creating things for years, and that includes books, crochet items, fiber arts items, pottery, baked goods, elderberry syrup, anything that you are creating. If you're finding yourself in a place where you need to earn income so that you can live the life that you want, this is the place for you. This is my way of being there, even when I can't be there with you physically. It's also a chance for me to share the story of others. You're going to find that not only does this podcast have some coaching and training from me, but I'm pulling together some of my favorite people in the world who bring insight, inspiration, expertise, stories around their journeys in order to share them with you so that you can have more insight than just mine. So that's my background. That is the story of why this podcast exists. Let's jump right into some coaching and some content here about joy itself. What is joy? So Coming Home to Joy is the name of this podcast. And what I've learned in this process is that joy isn't what we think it is. Joy isn't a feeling of great pleasure or that wonderful happy feeling all the time. Sometimes joy is more of a foundation for a way you live your life. And what I'd love to have you get from this podcast is, oh, wow, I can really do what I love and what makes me happy and be fully who I am and grow a business that thrives. On the back of 30 Days to Joy, we talk about what joy is. And joy is not that fleeting moment of happiness. Joy is not just a feeling. Feelings fade. What is joy? I'm going to read this from 30 Days to Joy. When we think of joy, we usually think of a feeling or an exciting event. While those times are wonderful, unfortunately, they do not last. God did not create us to live in the moment and be ruled by our feelings. He created us to live an abundant life, full of peace and grounded in his love. He created us to live a life of joy. So when I talk about joy, joy is defined as a confident knowing that no matter what you're feeling or the circumstances around you, things are going to work out as God intended, and you will be complete in the end. The best part is that a life of joy is open to anyone. With God's help, each one of us can have it, regardless of what the world says. This is my heart for you. And while we may talk in future episodes about email marketing and about social media and about how to build a business plan and how to set goals, I want you to get from this that joy is at the center of this. You do not have to build a business that sucks the life out of you. In fact, I would suggest you don't. This is how joy and business can work in practice. When you are designing a lifestyle business, what is a lifestyle business? A lifestyle business is a business that is built in order to support a certain lifestyle. Often you'll hear entrepreneurs talk about being a serial entrepreneur. Well, that's a different type of business. That's a business where you are looking to how fast can I build it? How much can I get investors in? And then flip it to go on to the next business. What I find with a lot of women, particularly women who are followers of Jesus and who want to have a rural lifestyle, the purpose of business isn't how can I flip it and make a whole bunch of money. In fact, most of us never planned to be in business. If you had told me that I would ever be a business coach specializing in lifestyle business and marketing, I would have told you were crazy. But that is really what has happened. It kind of grows up around you. If you've ever been in a place where someone has said to you, hey, I like that, you should make a business around it. And next thing you know, you're showing up at a craft show going, I'm in business and I don't even know what I'm doing. Then keep listening. Check out future episodes because this podcast is specifically for you. A lifestyle business is entirely different than what they teach you in business schools. Lots of business schools are focused on that entrepreneurship. So they'll teach you things that don't apply to us that are building a lifestyle business. What a lifestyle business is one where you can walk in joy, walk in this place of I am fully who I am. I am doing what I'm called to do. And I believe with all my heart that as you do that, what you will discover is that that place of joy actually brings income that allows you and your family and your lifestyle to thrive. That is what we're going to be seeking through this podcast. That is the stories we're going to be looking for. Those are the questions I'm going to be answering. If this appeals to you, please subscribe, hang in there, check out the next episodes. So what are the next steps to do with this podcast? What to do next at the end of this episode? Well, as I just said, subscribe to the podcast to make sure you get notifications of when our next episodes come out. I'm planning to at least have 2 episodes a month. We'll see where we go from there. Contact me on the website if you'd like. Check out more about Golden Heartland at goldenheartland.com. Move on to another episode. Check out some of the interviews that we have. Check out some of the training and the coaching. And no matter what you do, keep going. If today you are feeling, I can't do this anymore, I am not a business person, I don't want to do marketing, I don't like marketing, I just want to quit, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You matter. Your business matters. I will be praying for you. And you can live a life of joy by building a business that you can love for a lifetime. Until next time, this is Tina Joy Cochran, founder of goldenheartland.com, wishing you a great day and lots of joy in your business.